So last week, Trevor Noah, this is just something, and actually a good friend of mine who used to be on YouTube quite a bit, I don't know if I can use him as a reference, so I'll be careful.
Yeah.
But he denounced the CDC's new guidelines, Trevor Noah, talking about, just watch this clip and see if you can sort of spot the inconsistency. Here's Trevor Noah talking about CDC guidelines.
I know science is difficult, and this is a novel virus and all of that, but who's running messaging at the CDC, huh? First they said, masks make us less safe. Oh, don't wear a mask. Then they said, masks make us more safe. And now, according to this new chart, masks can make you not safe again? And the really frustrating thing about this chart is that they've spent 5 months telling us to get vaccinated. Oh, get vaccinated, and this will all be over. Get vaccinated. And I was like, great, I'll get all the 4 vaccines if it means I'll get my life back. But now they're putting out a chart, and it says even if you get vaccinated, you can only do 2 more things without a mask.
Preach, Blood Diamond!
Guys, what the hell? The shit you're saying to people is incoherent. You're telling us these new vaccines are 95% effective and will stop coronavirus, but we still can't do anything without a mask on anyway. Which is it? Is this one of the most effective vaccines in the history of the world, or does it not work? It's not clear messaging, especially if you're desperately trying to convince people to get the vaccine.
Accidentally based apartheid. This guy, look, he just went up in my book.
He didn't mean to.
There's a book.
I love how they put viral rant at the bottom. Like, isn't that something that actually happens to the rant? Like, you don't just declare it a viral rant?
It's predetermined if you know that there's going to be millions of dollars invested into running that as a pre-roll ad. Look, first off, I don't disagree with him at all, but the problem is, of course, he was insulting anybody who said this before his rant on that day, which I believe was Friday, maybe it was Thursday. Keep in mind, too, Ron DeSantis, not just a diversity hire at Comedy Central, but an actual sitting governor.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Had medical professionals from, I want to make sure I get this right, Harvard, Stanford, Oxford, was banned for doing exactly what Trevor Noah is doing right here, going against the CDC.
Wow.
He's going against the CDC with what he's saying. Keep in mind, our COVID anniversary, the entire special, right? We did 15 days to flatten the curve, 1 year. We went through all of the CDC stances, all of the World Health Organization stances, all of the data on masks, all of the data on the vaccines and Operation Warp Speed, and we were removed. That episode was removed. You can still watch it at Mug Club, louderwithcrowder.com/Mug Club, along with like 30 banned episodes.
Yeah. I wonder if they're going to remove this episode because we played Trevor Noah's episode.
I have no idea.
Through proxy.
And not only that, but by the way, what they removed us for was where we were talking about mortality rate, saying that COVID is significantly more lethal for old people. And I won't say exactly that it's significantly less lethal for some specific demographic of people compared to the flu. But I will say we use the actual CDC mortality rates. So that's kind of relevant. We were still removed from it. We got a statement from YouTube that we were removed from it.
And basically.
So is it really about denying science, or are these policies dictated by whatever your political opinion of the day is? And again, even our intern, by the way, reported the video. Lily and I believe Choi Jr. reported this video for going against YouTube's guidelines. Not even a strike, not even a warning, not even a fact check. And I hate to do this because I think that what he said was right, but we've got to be fair here. So I would advocate everyone out there, go watch this viral rant from Trevor Noah and flag it. Flag it as a violation of community guidelines just because I want to see if it's consistently applied, if it is applied across the board equally. You do not live in a free society, and it's not a free platform if laws or rules exist. It's whether they are applied equally. So, for example, if Hillary Clinton commits some kind of shady campaign finance, nothing happens, but Trevor Noah's put on house arrest where he has to breathe into his bracelet every 24 hours, that means that you don't live in a free society. If the IRS targets political opponents, but they don't, they treat people who are of their own political ilk more kindly, you don't live in a free society. So, everyone, you can go, if you don't want to search it on YouTube, just go to louderwithcrowder.com and click the link. Flag it as a violation of community guidelines. We'll circle back and see what happens. I don't want it to be removed. I would hope that this would result in YouTube saying, hey, you know what? We need to do away with these BS guidelines. Or they're just going to say, well, look, Viacom, Comedy Central, they pay us a lot of money, and so we'll let it slide.
Absolutely. I mean, maybe they should come back and say, look, when a sitting governor is talking to medical professionals, the American public, or at least the public in the state that he's in, has a right to hear what he has to say. Let's hear the conversation. You're shutting down all people who have a viable opinion. By the way, this isn't somebody who got it online. We've talked about this. These are doctors from some of the best institutions on the planet having a conversation.
You mispronounced science deniers.
That's true.
Yeah.
Which we have an entire segment coming up on why Trevor Noah is objectively not funny. This is the thing. Everyone always says this when they disagree with someone. Oh, he's not fun. People say that with me, and maybe you think I'm not. That's totally fine. I don't care.
Yeah,
it's subjective.
comment below.
I think that Jon Stewart was funny. I think
Yeah,
Stephen
very.
Colbert was funny when he was. I think Bill Maher can sometimes kind of be funny, if a little bitchy. Kathleen Madigan's probably my favorite female comedian of all time. Well-known far left. The thing is, Trevor Noah is objectively unfunny, and talk about dated. I can't think of anyone less hip than someone doing a YouTube short video circa
Yeah.
2009.
Exactly
Him
what he's
talking, and quick cuts! And then he's yelling, but he's not really yelling because he's not committed to it, just like he's not committed to his career. And Comedy Central apparently not all that committed to the network's
Success.
solvency.
You know? Yeah.
Watch Louder with Crowder live, Monday through Thursday, 10 a.m. Eastern.